So you got dumped. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light is going no contact and following the no contact rule in hopes to get your ex back, but to also move on and heal from the breakup. So we've discovered that there are particular stages that you and your ex goes through when you go no contact, what's on her mind, and how she feels about you going no contact. So strap in, it's going to be a bumpy ride, but guess what? We got you covered. Let's just jump right into it. So the first stage of no contact is divergence. This is the initial split. This is when she says, look, I need space. I need time to figure things out. Or she says, look, I met someone else and I'm going to explore that option. This is where she goes left and you go right. So it's done. It's over. And this leads us into stage 2.
The pestilence.
This is where you act like a disease.
That's what she calls 1-800-PEST control.
You're like a cockroach that just can't be killed. After stomping it out, you're spraying Lysol and setting a torch to it. You can't be destroyed. Cockroaches will be around after the apocalypse.
And they keep coming back.
Keep coming back. And that's how she looks at you. She looks at you as a nasty, diseased cockroach that won't stop texting her, that won't stop hitting up her Instagram, that won't stop live streaming from her auntie's job and out in the parking lot because you're not taking her calls and she's not responding to you. You're getting to the point of desperation. She's just like, look, please be a man. Put your big boy drawers on and listen to what I'm saying. We're done. Please respect my choice. I had a girl tell me that one time. That hurt, man. Like, please respect my choice.
So then you got the indifference during the breakup when everything was, oh baby, this is sad. This is hard for me. And then she was like calling you just to hear your voice, you know what I'm saying? Even though she wants to break up with you. And then, bam, I don't even want to talk to him anymore. Let me go ahead and ignore his text messages. I'm gonna leave him on red. I'm not gonna call him back. He's getting on my nerves. He's this little pest in my ear and this little fly just bzzz all the time. And she kind of kicks you off to the curb. You're not really as important as you were, a few weeks ago.
This is when she starts getting cold-hearted. This is when she starts with the one-word text, if at all. Like you said, maybe she's not even returning your text at this point. Her heart turns into an icebox because now all of the neediness and the pushing and the pressuring her and you trying to tell her that you can fix it, it's starting to fall on deaf ears because now maybe she's just totally moving on. Maybe she's met someone new or maybe she's blocked you at this point. It's falling on deaf ears and to the point where she's coming to the grips with, look, I'm gonna be certain and solid with my decision and I hope he gets the hint. But unfortunately, you don't get the hint, and that leads us to the next stage of no contact, which is malevolence. This is where she becomes an evil being at this point. Not only is she cold-hearted, she's evil.
Or she's trying to hurt you.
She's trying to hurt you on purpose.
She's out for vengeance. You did something wrong. You did something wrong, in her mind at least. You did something wrong. So now she's mad at you. She's trying to hurt you. Some women would go as far as to filing these fake police reports or, saying that you're like harassing her and stalking her, even though you're not. He was showing up at my job and this and that, even though she told you, yeah, bring my stuff to my job, stuff like that, purposely trying to hurt you, screw you over, and make you as miserable as she is.
And now you know she's being mean. She's telling you hurtful things to hurt your feelings, to hurt you because she's being spiteful, as well as the fact she's being evil to hope you get the point that it's over. Look, I told you, I broke off the engagement because we were dealing with some financial problems, but honestly, I broke off the engagement because I don't love you anymore. I knew at that point 7 months ago I didn't love you anymore. I was never over my ex. I should have never got into a relationship with you. We were doomed from the start because I was never over Clarence. And that cuts deep.
So then you have the abstinence part.
And we don't mean abstinence as far as sex. We mean abstinence of your attention. This is when things go dark. You don't hear anything from her and you go no contact. And that's the best course of action for you to do. Abstinence of your attention.
So this is the point where she just kind of like, she's fading away. And you finally, you're finally looking, trying to find a way to actually like get her back, what to do. When you finally see our channel or somebody's channel and you realize that no contact is the way to go. That's the best strategy to get next back, is going no contact and giving them what they asked for is that time and that space. So now you go no contact. I get it. It's hard. You get all like, you know what I'm saying? You're on your emotions and everything. You're like wanting to call her and reach out to her, and you're thinking about her, and you know what I'm saying? You want to send her that text message, and you want to just stalk her Instagram and all her social media just to kind of see what she's doing, just because you're kind of curious if she has that new boyfriend and whatnot.
And that leads us to the next stage of no contact, which is prominence. Now, your ex, even though she blocked you on Instagram, you created a dummy account, Detroit Lions fan 006, to spy on your ex. And you see a lot of things that you wish you didn't see. You see the new guy, you see that he's 6'5", ripped abs, he's tattooed up, he sells weed on the side and drives a Hellcat, and his name is Tarquavion. Or if he's white, he drives a Ford Mustang electric blue, his name is Connor, and he has a medical marijuana facility on the south side of town. And it hurts, because your ex is smiling, your ex is laughing, she's out having drinks, she's lost 10 pounds, she's in the gym, she's living her best life, and damn it, I hate that phrase, and he hates it even more. You haven't seen her smile in a couple of weeks, maybe in a couple of months, but she's living it up. She's living a life of prominence. Her life sounds like a Lizzo song at this point. She's got the juice, she's just living on top of the world, because she's done with you and that cockroach mentality that you have, and she's free of you. Which is rightfully so if you've been handling things the wrong way after the breakup and even before leading up to a breakup. She's free of you and she's on top of the world. She feels free and she's having good emotions, and it's on display on all of her social media. You see it, or maybe even you see a mutual friend or a family member and they're telling you, hey, you know, yeah, Amanda, she's good. She's really good.
So now you got the consequences. You know, she realizes this life ain't for her.
She's realizing that the grass isn't greener on the other side. And she's feeling the consequence of her decision. She's feeling the consequence of leaving you and realizing that, you know what, you really were a good guy, and the life that she has chosen to live at this point is not aligning with her value system. And it's not everything that, what her friends who have OnlyFans and 4 different Instagram pages, she can't live like her friends, okay? She doesn't want to have a sugar daddy like her friends. This life is not working out for her. She's just a relationship type that likes to stay home and watch The Bachelor with you with her period panties on. This is the life that she wants, but she thought she can go out there in the streets, and the streets just chewed her up and spit her back out, literally. And now that leads us to the next stage. The next stage of no contact is reminiscence, where she's starting to reminisce about the good times. She's scrolling through the Instagram feed.
All the happy days.
All the happy days.
All the vacations. All the smiles with the family on Christmas and Easter. And
all of the times that you and her went to the Halloween parties and breakfast and brunch with your in-laws and your mom and family members. It's starting to really bubble up to the surface, those emotions. And she's starting to realize that, Nelson was really a good guy. Murphy was really a great guy, even though he started to act a little unsavory towards the end. He got off track, and you know what? I kind of did him wrong a little bit, and I'm realizing the error of my ways. I realized I made a piss poor decision. And that leads us to the next stage of no contact, which is impatience. This is where those feelings of reminiscing and nostalgia are starting to be all-consuming, because now she's looking at, you're going no contact. It's been 4 weeks and he hasn't texted me. He used to text me 4 times in an hour, and now he hasn't texted me 4 times at all. He hasn't posted anything on his Instagram. As a matter of fact, he deleted it. I don't know, because I unblocked him. Now he deleted it. I don't know what's happened. He's gone dark. I haven't seen him. We used to go to the same gym. Maybe he canceled his membership, or he doesn't go at the same. I don't know what to think. And now she's starting to get impatient, and not only that, the impatience is starting to lead to behavior patterns of panic attacks, night terrors, erratic behaviors. This is when you get word from her friend, Alicia had a panic attack yesterday at work. Like, what happened? Like, she hasn't really been taking a breakup too well, and things just kind of got overwhelming for her. And she's okay now. It's kind of touch and go. So I was kind of worried for a moment. This is that stage where you're gonna see things like that happen.
And then the next step is you have the transference of energy. You realize that you need to improve yourself. So you start getting on your A game, hitting the gym up, working out, and reading more books, starting your business, and you just slowly start to like forget about her. You know what I'm saying? You go from this little desperate, needy stage where all you do is stay up all night thinking about her, and you're heartbroken, and you're crying to your mom, telling her, "Mom, I just want her back. I miss Jillian. I just want Jillian back, Mom. What do I do?" You go no contact like a G's supposed to be doing, and you quit thinking about her. You know what I'm saying? She's just like, she's gone in the wind now. She's just like a old memory now. You completely flip the script now, because she's the one that's over here getting all like questioning like where you stand, what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you even care? And her emotions start going crazy inside, and she's not feeling this new guy she's with. She starts to be curious about you and starts wanting you back. So now the table has completely turned. You're in your little happy place. You're doing good. Your life is improving. But now she's becoming a little bit more miserable and sad and depressed because you know what I'm saying, you're gone. You know what I'm saying? You're leaving her life now. And now she's over here second guessing herself. Like, man, should I have really done that? Should I have really broke up with him?
And this is where the gravity of you going no contact is weighing on her. And we don't mean gravity in terms of physics. We mean gravity in terms of the weight of the situation. By you going no contact and your absence, he's gone. His attention is wiped out. Maybe after the breakup, you deleted your Instagram and your social media, and now you reopen it, and now the posts that you've been showing, you're smiling, you're happy, you're taking up new hobbies, you added on 5 pounds of muscle, and she sees that transference of energy, and you're the one that's moving on, and she can see it, she can feel it, she can see it in your absence, and she can see it in the fact that it's tangible on your Instagram page or your social media, and you're on the right path to becoming you 2.0 and living a life without her.
So now when you get to that point where the script is completely flipped, you start to get more confidence in yourself. You start to realize that you don't need her in your life. Break out of that codependent stage where it's like you couldn't live without her, and that everything you do and every time you go out, anything that involves fun has to be with her. So now you're confident, man. You know what I'm saying? You believe in yourself now. You don't believe in the two of you together having to be together. You believe that you can handle this world without her. You're okay with talking to people, approaching people, taking risk in life. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're a better looking person. You're stronger. You're healthier. You know what I'm saying? You're happier. Women love that. That alone is going to completely turn her on, is when you build that confidence in yourself.
And that confidence goes up another level, and it turns into affluence, where you're almost a little bit cocky because now that 5 pounds of muscle that you gain is attracting better women, and women that look better than your ex, women who are more emotionally healthier than your ex, women that are taller or more fit or more stylish or more educated or kinder and pleasant to be around or more fun. They have a lot more hobbies. You're attracting these type of women. The hobbies that you've done, the podcast that you started, the places that you traveled to, the new social circle that you have, you become a better person. You become totally better than who you were in the relationship. And she sees that affluence. And it's bordering on confident and cocky now, because you're like, hey, why do I need my ex back? And who I was 3 months ago, I can't believe I was like that. Who was that person? I don't know. I don't care. I'm not him anymore. I got this date set up tonight, and we're going to see what happens. Which leads us to the next stage of no contact, which is turbulence. Now it's taking on the level of where things get kind of dark for your ex. Tarquavion and Connor are not hitting her up anymore. She's deleted her Tinder profile because she's bored with that and she's not getting the results that she wanted. You're gone. You're gone. Now she's feeling scared and anxious because now this is uncharted territory.
It's kind of when they start getting depressed. A lot of girls will start popping these prescription pills and everything to ease the pain they're going through. And, you know, they just start becoming a mess, like losing weight and all types of stuff.
Or gaining weight too. Because their diet has been
sitting on the couch, eating bowls of ice cream, watching The View and all these soap operas and
binge watching Netflix, all their romance TV shows and reality shows on Netflix to cope with the fact that you're gone. She's going to take a dip in terms of her quality of life. And this is something that I feel like YouTube and a lot of other relationship coaches don't really talk about, because it's the dark side of a breakup. Like you said, depression, pills, negative habits, anxiety, things start to bubble over because she's coming to grips with the fact that she made a bad decision, or the decision that she made didn't work out in her favor. He's doing his thing. He's becoming his best self, and many times the woman, his ex is regressing and dissolving into something that a lot of times it's hard to build yourself out of that. So this is a very dangerous part or a segment of the breakup that women fall into that a lot of them don't come out.
And then we have benevolence. This is when she breaks out of that little shell that she's in. She starts sending you these little playful foo text messages. Hey, big head. Hey, stranger. You know, just these little random things. But she's basically just trying to get your attention. She's trying to get you to look back in her direction. She knows that you moved on and you're in your better place right now. You improved yourself, and she wants that attention from you. She's missing you. She's going nuts inside. Okay, these pills are getting a hold of her. She's like losing her mind, and she knows it. She knows she's going crazy. So she's gonna do whatever she can to get you back, because you pretty much rejected her. Okay, that's a rejection, and women hate rejection. So now she wants you back. She's not used to that new, different type of guy that actually has the confidence to walk away. So she's gonna reach out to you with the least amount of rejection possibilities that she can. The simple, hey stranger, the butt dials, or blank text bubbles that pop up on your screen. Something to grab your attention.
Which leads us to the next stage of no contact, which is obedience. Because the fact that you've bossed up and you got out of that rut, out of that funk of being a cockroach and a cake boy, you've bossed up and you've excelled past the level where you were previously, and you graduated to becoming the person that you've been dreaming about. You're dating better women, you're eating better foods, your quality of life is better, you got that promotion, you started that business and it's starting to generate money. You feel a level of, it's beyond confidence at this point. You set a bar for yourself, and you're not gonna allow certain behaviors in your life anymore. For the women, or for the men rather, that come into your life. Friends, family, colleagues, whoever. And the fact that your ex is reaching back out to you, and knowing that she tossed you out like yesterday's newspaper, you feel that confidence and that self-love to not allow someone to treat you like that again. So if you have the inkling that you do want to get back with your ex and to work on things, you've come to the crossroads where you've built yourself up to this level, and you can either go back to your ex, that if you are going to have her back in your life, you're going to expect 1000% obedient behavior from her, because you set a bar for yourself. And if you get less than that, then you can toss her backward into the past where she belongs. And this is a level where most men don't get into, because a lot of women don't come back to the table with 100% humility. So men, they raise themselves up to a level that they've never thought was possible, out of the muck and out of the mud. And now their ex comes back seeing them shining. And then now most guys fail and go back and revert back into who they were, and revert back into the relationship which was piss poor in the beginning, in the end. So now you come to the point where if I'm going to even consider dealing with you, you better be coming with 1000% cooperation, 1000% respect, and 1000% discipline in doing the things that I want to do. And then I'll consider getting back with you. But until then, I need to see the cooperation from you, because things have changed. Which leads us to the stage of no contact, which is omnipotence. Because if she comes back to you hat in hand, if you graduated to a king and you graduated to a stately man, a man of dignity, a man of honor, and a man of respect, and a man who is attractive to the opposite sex, you demand 1000% cooperation from this woman who comes from your past, who left you for dead. And then now she comes back to you, seeing you shining. She needs to treat you like you are God in the flesh, like you are a deity, like you are Jesus.
Preach, brother.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Amen. Amen.
And I stand on the hills of Nazareth in Jerusalem, preaching the word to all of my exes in the past who want to come back into the game.
Wow.
And they know that I am shining. The baby Jesus' blood is coursing through my veins right now. You come back to me. You came back through the pestilence and the plague, and I have came out through the mud.
Thank you, Jesus.
Wiping the worms.
Thank you, Jesus.
And the insects.
You say incest?
Insects, like mosquitoes and worms.
You said incest.
I didn't say it.
You said incest.
And you're back now, and I deserve to be treated like a king. If I'm not treated like a martyr, if I'm not treated like a deity, if I'm not treated like Jesus Christ, then I bid you adieu. We have a couple of other videos that will help you throughout the no contact process and how to get your ex back. Or if you don't want your ex, just move on without her. So go ahead and click that link to the left, and we'll see you on the flip side.